The first time was really, really difficult because I basically transitioned to a whole new world of banking and finance. And at that time, I was still fresh. I was still novice. So I was quite new to that side, as I said.
And I think emotionally you were very different too, because you were actually starting to have some negative thoughts and self-doubting yourself and all that as well. And obviously I think that naturally happens the longer you can't get a job, the more you self-doubt yourself. What do you think you learned from the first time you got made redundant to the second time? Like, what was the biggest thing that you learned and you changed? Apart from the networking thing that you've mentioned, like, is it mindset change or actions, your plans?
Everything. It's mindset. I think the biggest difference between me back then and me now is maturity. I was probably not as mature in how I thought when it came to career. Like I said, I was...
experience too?
An experience too, because like I said, I only just moved to this different side of the banking finance industry. So it's kind of like all fresh. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. I didn't even know what was out there. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, okay, I didn't have a game plan. I had no projections as to, okay, where do I need to go, or who do I need to see, or who do I need to talk to? It was more like, shit, I need to get another job. That was my thinking back then. Whereas my thinking at now, like present, it was more about, okay, who can I get in front of? Who can I talk to? How can I get my name out there? And because I'm getting my name out there, that's when I'm getting more traction as to different positions or different roles or what's out there, what may suit me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like your mindset was also positive, right? Like you were always like, yeah, I will be able to get another job, or I can get in front of this
100%.
person. As opposed to back then, you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have experience and all that kind of thought. So the mindset was completely the flip side.
Yeah, 100%. It's totally different. I was way more confident. And the fact that I knew, okay, well, I can get a job anytime. I know what I can get. So I knew my strengths. I think that was the biggest difference. I knew my strengths in banking and finance, and I knew what I can do. But it was more so finding the right place that could help me build my career, and that's what I wanted. I didn't want to be just another person just going for a job just to do a job. I wanted to go to another place where, yes, it is a job, but it's a job that can help build me as an individual.
And you also enjoy?
That I can enjoy, that I can actually go and work 9 to 5, 8:30 to 5, whatever it is, and make that a second home.
So when you were talking about the difference is that you knew your strengths this time, how did you figure out the strengths? So this is just asking for someone who might be in a similar position and they might want to find their own strengths too. Like, how did you go about figuring out what is your strengths? Yeah,
pretty easy. So it's about knowing what you are good at doing. What do you enjoy doing?
So self-awareness.
Self-awareness, knowing what tickles your fancy, basically. Like, what do you know that you do well in?